Hi guys. A quick video. We finished up our heat. And we only have a couple more things left to do in this bedroom. So we're waiting on our fan. We gotta do our TV. And we had a couple pieces left over from our flooring. We're gonna make our baseboard. We're gonna end up ripping this in half and putting a bevel to it so it's not where it meets the wall and you look at it, it's not bulky. And then it will do is it will bevel and taper to a wider profile at the bottom so we can get our gaps covered where the floor needs to expand to the wall. We did our baseboard heating, so if anyone's doing some of that, I guess they have charts and stuff you can just look up, and it gives you kind of a heads up of what's required for your space. But if anyone was doing this, I could go over it fast so it's not boring. But the first thing you would do is get your area where you are. There's a map of this country and it has you set in a climate zone. So we're in New Hampshire and we're in climate zone 6, and what they do is they apply a number that you multiply your square footage by. So ours is 55, and you take your square footage, and we had 350 square feet, multiply it by your 55, and that gives you the BTU demand that you'll need out of your radiators to satisfy the space on a cold day. So ours ended up being like 19,500 BTUs for this space to make the space comfortable. So then you know what you need, so then all you have to do now is figure out how to get the BTUs in here. And we're using the Hydronic, this is called the fin tube, and that's with the 3/4 inch pipe. And we're the ones that did our own boilers, so we know what the boilers are doing for an output. So what happens is we have circulators that circulate the water through the pipe. So our circulator, a Taco circulator, is pushing about 5 to 6 gallons a minute through that pipe. So now our boiler is a condensing boiler, and we have it set on an efficiency setting. So what that does is it takes an outdoor temperature and modulates the water temperature the boiler to heat to. So now it depends on the day how cold it is out. Sometimes the water is a little bit warmer, sometimes a little bit cooler, but it's not at 180 like it used to be. This was always a 180 temperature water coming through this fin tube. Every foot is about 600 BTUs. So now our modulating boiler, condensing boiler, is trying to keep the water a little bit cooler. And the reason why it does that is it helps the boiler condense, and that's how it gets its high efficiency. When the boiler's in this mode where it's getting the water to condense in the boiler, it gives it a higher efficiency rating. So the water's not coming up here at 180 anymore. So now there's a chart, and it tells you, this is dirty, by the way. We had took this out, but so now if the water is at say 150 to 160, probably what it's going to be coming up here at. You can't multiply that foot by 600. You got to multiply that foot by, say, 450. 450 is the BTUs per foot that radiator will put out. So you got your 19,500 BTUs that you need to satisfy the heat, and now you have to figure. You just divide that by 450. And that's going to give you the length of fin tube that you need. So with our fin tube, and we got it on our outside walls and near glass, that's where our heat loss is. We had 44 feet, and you multiply that by your 450, because that's what we know our water temperature is heating the water in the fin tube to. You get your numbers, and then these numbers we determined we needed 44 feet of fin tube. So 44 times 450 is the square foot demand that this space needs. So that's that. I don't want to bore you. So anyways, we're trying to just keep the heat on for a little while here so we can. It's at 68, but the space is it's comfortable. And if you notice a little smell when you first turn on the heaters, it's because when they put that fin tube together, they use an oil. And the manufacturing process, there's an oil still on, it's got to burn off. So it takes a couple days of heating to get the smell out of the room. Anyways, that's it, guys. This space is almost done. We're gonna just stain up our wood. Waiting on our shades, and then we got to do a TV, and we got to do a ceiling fan. And then later on, we got to do a mini split cassette. There's a 14,000 BTU mini split cassette going here. And that's it. We're going to be bringing furniture in. We got to put our doors, our closet doors on, our bedroom doors, and a transom glass panel. And that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, as we make a little bit more progress, we'll share, but as for now, the heat is done. And then this was designed, we do this with all our baseboard heat now, because it's nice to just, we make a little niche for it. It tucks in the wall, and then you don't see it sticking out, so, you know, there's no dust collecting on the top of it, and people ain't denting it as bad. And it just gives the wall a little bit cleaner, more, I don't know, you could say contemporary look to the wall. It's inset in the wall, has its own spot. It's not attached to the wall and sticking off the wall. So anyways, that's how we've been doing our heat like that for years now. So anyone's interested in doing that stuff, it's worth the work. It's worth setting it in the wall if your walls are thick enough. Now we have 1 foot walls here, and plenty of room to inset it in the wall like that. Alright guys, that's it. We'll share as we make more videos and more progress. We'll share as we go. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the weekend.